Hey, what's going on everyone? EnteR ChazmaN here. And as you might have noticed, we are now into September, so that means it is video game pickups time. With that, let's go ahead and get serious and cut the chit chat, because we're getting into my video game pickups for the month of August. To softly kick things off, I picked up a copy of a game called Tak and the Guardians of Gross for the Nintendo Wii. It's an adventure game that was developed by Blitz Gamer and published by THQ. I snagged up this title at a local pawn shop for about $2, and it's retailing for about $6 at the moment. Now for me personally, I have never played a Tak video game, but I do have quite a few of those games within my collection, so I do think at some point down the line you can expect me to definitely play and stream one of these games. Now depending on which one I do play, that would be up to you guys, so whichever one you would like, please do feel free to let me know down in the comments. Next up, I picked up the game Kurupoto Cool Stars for the Nintendo DS. It is a sort of puzzle game that was developed by Starfish and published by UFO Interactive. Now I picked up this game at a local pawn shop for $2 and it's only retailing for $4 at the moment. Now this is definitely not the kind of game I think I'll ever go out of my way to play, but if it is a game you guys would like a video or stream done on, please do let me know down in the comments. I added a copy of Plants vs. Zombies on the Xbox 360 to my collection. This strategy tower defense game was developed by Gaemz and also published by them. I picked it up at a local pawn shop for $2 and it's retailing at a decent $8. Now I've never played a Plants vs. Zombies game, but I would be lying if I didn't say I wasn't curious about these games, seeing as how popular they became. So I do think you can expect me to play this game at some capacity in the future, and the same goes for this next title, which is also Plants vs. Zombies, but Garden Warfare. Now Garden Warfare was published by EA rather than Gaemz, but they were still the developer, and I paid $2 for this game and it's retailing at about $8 at the moment. And next up we've got Overlord II for the Xbox 360. This action RPG was developed by Triumph Studios and published by Codemasters. A buddy of mine actually picked this game up for me for about $2 and it's retailing at about $8. I actually played the original Overlord on the 360 way back in the days, and I remember really liking the game, so that makes me definitely want to try out Overlord 2 and see if it lives up to the original game. Who's that Pokken? Pokemon, I mean. I added Pokken Tournament to the collection for the Wii U. It is a fighting game that was developed and published by Bandai Namco. I got this game off of a friend of mine for about $2 and it's retailing at about $14. I'd like to say as a Pokemon fan I'm interested in playing this game, but unfortunately I'm not necessarily a huge fighting game guy. So this might be another one that I bypass, but maybe sometime down the line if it's a game someone wants me to play, I'll be open to it. Wasteland III for the Xbox One has been added to the collection. This XCOM-like RPG was developed by inXile Entertainment and published by Deep Silver. I got this game off of a friend of mine for about $2 and it's retailing at a pretty good $21 at the moment. Now the only thing I know about the Wasteland series is that it acts as the predecessor to the Fallout series, so I do think it might be fun sometime to give this game a try and just to at least see what it's like. I've never been a huge fan of the XCOM gameplay with the whole turn-based stuff, but maybe with this change of theme as opposed to XCOM, maybe Wasteland does it in a more interesting fashion for me. Something I'm pretty excited and pretty intrigued about adding to my collection is Cyberpunk 2077 for the Xbox One. This open-world RPG was developed and published by CD Projekt Red. A friend of mine picked up a copy for me for about $10 and it's retailing at about $17 right now. This is a game I was very excited for upon its release, but luckily I decided to wait and not pre-order it, which ended up being a pretty decent decision considering how many technical issues the game launched with. Hopefully by now many of the problems have been solved when it comes to the game, so I definitely think at some point this year you can expect me to play and stream Cyberpunk 2077. In a very unexpected fashion, I added the game Tales of Symphonia, Chronicles for the PlayStation 3. This JRPG was developed and published by Bandai Namco. I picked it up from a local pawn shop for about $2, and it's retailing at a really nice $25. If you don't know about me, I actually really enjoy JRPGs, so it is surprising even to me that I have yet to really play or stream one on my channel, and I most definitely would like to end that with quite possibly a game such as this. Next up, I picked up a copy of Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD for the Nintendo Switch. This action game was developed and published by EA, and a friend of mine picked it up for me for $10, and it retails at about $16. The Oddworld series is another franchise I've really never touched in terms of playing, but I do always remember the older games, so if you guys could let me know if someone stepping right into the Oddworld series should go back and play the originals before playing this one, or if it would be okay to just go straight to some of the latter ones. I snagged up a copy of Zombie Army Trilogy for the Nintendo Switch. It is a shooter that was developed and published by Rebellion. A buddy of mine picked it up for $10, and it's retailing right now at about $23. Picking up the game was actually the first time I had ever heard of the game, so I am kind of curious as to what the game entails. It appears to be some sort of alternate World War II, where Hitler has some sort of zombie army or zombie horde at his disposal. So yeah, the game definitely seems to be out there, and I for one am looking forward to checking it out someday. Mamma mia! I added a copy of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. It's a platformer that was developed and published by Nintendo. I picked it up at a local pawn shop for $20, and it's retailing at about $34 at the moment. Now, as to when I can get to it, I don't know if that would be this year, but maybe possibly sometime at the beginning of next year I would like to try it out. Okay, last two pickups. Next, I happily picked up the game Catherine Full Body for the Nintendo Switch. This puzzle/platformer was developed and published by Atlus. A friend of mine picked it up for me for $10, and it's retailing at $22 right now. Interestingly enough, I actually have a history with Catherine. I played the game pretty far back, and I remember actually really liking the game, but also really disliking it for reasons. In essence, I really hate puzzle games, but I really like the art style and kind of anime theme of the game, so yeah, I'm very hot and cold on it. Ultimately for me, it is a game I would like to revisit someday, so keep an eye out for that. And my last pickup for August was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for the Nintendo Switch. This RPG was developed by the Pokemon Company and published by Nintendo. A friend of mine actually gave me his copy for $5, and it's retailing at about $35 right now. Now this is a game I've really been wanting to play for quite a bit now since it came out, and seeing as how I already own one of the little Pokeball controller things, I feel like it definitely will be fun for me to stream and play this game sometime soon, so I'm hoping sometime by the end of the year to do that. And well, we've done it all. Those were all of my video game pickups for the month of August. As a bit of a teaser, I can already tell you that my video game pickups for the month of September are going smashingly, and I can't wait to deliver you guys that video as well. Like always, I just want to ask you guys what you thought of my pickups. Did you like them? Did you love them? Did you hate them? And also down in the comments, let me know what you guys might have picked up, and how did those make you feel? I of course can't wait to hear back from you guys, and always I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I love you, please be safe, and I of course cannot wait to deliver you guys the next video or next content in general. Alright, thanks again guys, and deuces. Peace. Hey now, I see you made it through the video and liked or even possibly loved it. Well, if you want to see any more additional content or you'd like to get into contact with me, consider checking out some of my social medias right here. And if you'd like to go above and beyond and want to support my channel monetarily, here is also a couple places where you can do so. And if nothing else, simply liking, sharing, and subscribing would make me the happiest ChazmaN on the planet.